2007 NCAA hoop season is in full swing, and with just a couple of months to go before the country's best teams lace up their high tops for the big dance, EA Sports delivers NCAA March Madness 07. You'll find a somewhat accurate representation of all things college hoops here, but detached controls keep this one out of the championship game. The NCAA March Madness franchise has been in existence for quite some time, but the 07 version on the Xbox 360 basically ignores the logbook of modes and features that EA Sports has compiled over the years. Dynasty mode has been retooled to feature new in-season recruiting, but the only other options are for head-to-head play online and off, and tournaments like the NIT and the Big Dance.
Dick, you and I have waited all year for this.
It's a sad roundup, and navigating the archaic user interface doesn't make things any better. You do get all the teams, most of the gyms, and all the pageantry that goes along with collegiate athletics, including fight songs, cheerleaders, and annoyingly loud bands. Great gameplay always manages to trump the numbers game, but NCAA March Madness 07 bricks one off the rim here as well. If there's one word to describe the gameplay experience, it would be sluggish. The on-court action unfolds at a numbingly slow pace, sucking the life out of the convincing atmosphere, one of the game's strongest traits. For instance, simply passing the ball around the horn can take about twice as long as you would think, since what should be straightforward chest passes are inexplicably executed as arching lobs. Using the game's pro hop and juke or lockdown moves also fall short due to sloppy execution, making a fluid trip down the court almost impossible to come by. Also, it doesn't appear that the polygon players featured in the game are earning a solid GPA. Most players are pretty slow to respond to plays called on the fly using the on-court management system. Easily the biggest offender, however, is the computer-controlled defense. You can pretty much find a bread-and-butter play and run it the whole game without any consequence. The computer will occasionally trap and press with a high level of intensity, but using the icon passing will get you out of that jam quickly. The game does have some redeeming qualities on the court that are worth mentioning. When you get into a groove with your shooting, it boosts your composure meter, which translates into everything from increased stats to an altered presentation. There's also an intensity meter. When it reaches a certain level, you can press the left bumper and affect crowd participation depending on whether you're on the home or away team. When the meter is full, you can enact an impact moment where players act like they're in the NBA for a short time. NCAA March Madness 07 manages to try some new things on the court with varying success, but they're all undermined by the sluggish passing mechanics and moronic AI. With March fast approaching, it's easy to get into the hype and end up coughing up the cash for NCAA March Madness 07. But for $60, the gimped 360 version will leave you with empty pockets and an even emptier soul.
Number 55 is called for the foul.
There's not a lot of content to explore, and the on-court action is strictly NIT level, so leave this one off your bracket.